Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your bonus reading for the person that you're dealing with. For many of you, this will be a love interest, but it certainly doesn't have to be because we are all dealing with all different kinds of people for all different kinds of reasons. So let's see what wants to come out. So there's the Seven of Wands, the Fool, and the Hanged Man. So it feels like there is some kind of a time out going on between the two of you. Something's been put on pause, it looks like. It looks like perhaps the universe has put you both in somewhat of a time out. There may be something though here that you're very drawn to each other. I'm getting from these wands and the Fool energy that there's still some kind of a magnetic pull that exists between the two of you, but yet it almost feels like you don't have access to each other. On your side, I see the Seven of Wands. So there may be a feeling here of defensiveness coming from your side, a feeling that you need to defend yourself. Maybe you're feeling misunderstood about something. It could be that there were mistakes made somewhere in this relationship. I'm not saying it's on your side. In fact, it almost feels like if there was a mistake made, it might have been on your person's side because you're feeling the need to almost put up some kind of a boundary, some kind of a defense here is what I'm getting, is that you're not quite sure that even if this person were to come back into your energy, if you even want them to, but yet I can feel that you're kind of drawn to each other. So your person is showing up here as the Fool. And what I'm getting of this combination between the Fool and the Hanged Man, so I'm seeing this image of this person jumping right off this cliff, but into a timeout. So what that's giving me is almost a self-sabotage type of energy, that this is someone who can be a bit reckless with their energy. Someone who, this may be a recurring theme with this person is what I'm getting. And it may be why you're feeling like, I don't know how much longer I want to deal with the reckless behavior of this person or the choices that they make. Make that make sense for you. But either way, the universe has put you two in separate corners. But let's keep going. I'd like to clarify this Hanged Man. Okay. So with the Hanged Man, we have the Three of Swords. This has been painful for both of you. It's probably been painful for different reasons, but it is giving the impression that you're in this time out from each other to help facilitate the healing that you both need. So whatever was done, whether this person self-sabotaged and then therefore sabotaged the relationship and left you feeling like you're not so sure, you have your guard up, either way, you were both hurt. And it appears as though to me so far that this person really hurt themselves and you and the relationship. And that may be why you've both been put in a timeout. It's to protect you, perhaps, and to teach them, perhaps. But I'd like to keep going. So why the Hanged Man and the Three of Swords? So there's the Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, which I'm going to flip over, and there's the Page of Swords. So it feels like there's an overdue communication here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I feel like there needs to be more, not just communication from both of you, but also in your perspective, it looks like there's almost a need for you to stand tall when you communicate with this person, to very strongly communicate that this person needs to treat you with the respect that you deserve. that you have put in a lot into this relationship. I'm seeing two sevens. I'm seeing the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. And the sevens are about discipline. And so this is telling me that you've been coming at this relationship in the right way. But as long as someone continues to come in a sabotaging way, or the way that they speak to you, I'm also getting, if they're speaking to you in a hurtful way, a non-respectful kind of way, there is this energy coming off of these cards that you need to tell them that that is not acceptable. That is a boundary that you will not have them cross, the way that they speak to you. So make that make sense to you. That's for somebody, that someone's speaking to you in a way that perhaps is crossing your boundaries. With the Lovers card coming in here, what I'm getting from this is your person is, your heart belongs, their heart belongs to you. That it's very clear to them that they choose you, but the way they're doing this is just makes no sense. It's harmful, it's sabotaging, but because I'm seeing the Lovers card here on their side, it does tell me that they choose you, but they're just going about it in a really weird and inexplicable way. So let's look at their side. So the Fool is being clarified by the Sun, which I'm also going to turn over. So again, there's this feeling they know you are their person. They know how happy you make them. They know that you are honest, that you are open with them. They know that they're being magnetically drawn to you, as we got. They're very hurt by whatever they did to cause the hurt in this situation. But yet their actions don't match. So let's see, why the Fool and the Sun? So there's the Four of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and Judgment, which I'm also going to turn over. So because they have these feelings for you, this magnetic pull towards you, they know their heart already belongs to you. There's no question in their mind about that particular aspect. Because they're in this timeout, because the universe has made it so they can't access your energy, your energy is now behind all these wands. It belongs to you. They no longer can access it. Because of that, they're starting to understand that this is a very significant and important choice, a life-changing choice that's going on for them. That they can choose to stay small and in their sabotaging ways, or they can awaken to this spiritual connection that clearly exists between the two of you because the universe got involved. They understand this. Their eyes are starting to open to this, is what I'm getting, which is often the case when the universe puts us in a hanged man energy. It puts us in this timeout so we can awaken and enlighten. That is happening with this Judgment card. They are seeing this more clear than ever, but yet they're still coming towards you with this shrug emoji type of energy, like, I could take it or leave it with you. So also with the Three of Pentacles being on the external side of this, it feels like in their real world, in whatever that ways that is, the people they interact with, their jobs, their society, their community, their family, make it make sense. It feels like they're a really cooperative person everywhere else, but with you. So there's a reason they're resisting something here. And hopefully we can try to get to the bottom of that. On your side with the Seven of Wands, we're getting the Ten of Swords. Yeah, this person did the most to you. This is the biggest amount of betrayal. This is a time to end things permanently. You are definitely in a state of mind here where you are feeling like too much was done, that you can't recover from this. And that this is giving me the feeling that it's time for you to go strike out on your own and to leave this in your very far past your rear view mirror. So, but let's see. Why the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Swords? So there's the Page of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is a very emotionally independent type of energy. And so the 9 of Cups has no problem cutting off other people, separating from other people, stopping patterns from happening. Whatever this person was doing in your case to sabotage that ended up in a 3 of Swords and a 10 of Swords, you're fine with it, even though you recognize, or perhaps because you recognize that you did everything you could. You're showing up as the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles when it comes to this relationship. You did everything you could, and you can sleep at night knowing that. And that you can take your 9 cups that make you extremely happy because you are self-contained emotionally, that you don't need anyone else, that this is the perfect environment for you to move on to something else, anything else, it looks like at this point. So, and the Page of Wands on the external energy is telling me that you have other things that you can be excited about. That's what the 9 of Cups is telling me too. You have much more going on in your life than to focus on someone who's going to purposefully bring drama, chaos, conflict, whatever this cruelty, because I was getting the way they speak to you, maybe the way they treat you, make it make sense for you. It's going to be a little different for everybody. But you're too busy with this Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very busy going on adventures and doing the next thing and taking action towards things, that the Page of Wands doesn't have time to dwell in nonsense. And so because you're a very loyal person, because the Page of Wands is, because you have, the Page of Wands believes their heart is still open, their confidence is open. So in other words, this did not change you on a soul level, at a heart level. It just taught you something to let this go, and you're ready. You're ready to go on. So I'm still curious about this Page of Swords that exists between the two of you, some kind of communication. That's being clarified by the 6 of Cups. This is giving me further evidence that this was a soulmate journey for you, but it's time to begin a new journey. And that means both of you, because it's showing up in this central energy between the two of you. And the pages are about starting something new, starting a new journey. So I think because you've done the lessons you've learned here, you know that it's time for both of you to go your separate ways. And these 6 cups that exist between the two of you was meant to settle the score, settle the karma from perhaps a past life situation, or even just the karma that you've created for yourselves in this lifetime. You two were here to teach each other that lesson. So why the Page of Swords and the 6 of Cups? So there's the Hermit, Temperance, and the 5 of Swords. That's pretty much what I just said. This fighting, the conflict between the two of you, perhaps what was communicated, the self-sabotaging moves that happened in this relationship were both meant to teach you something on a very deep soul level. You're showing up as the Hermit and the 7 of Pentacles. You had to, some point during the course of this relationship, when this person was sabotaging, at some point you had to really go inward and assess if all of the things you'd been investing in this relationship, all of the hard work you've been doing towards this relationship, if it was worth it. And so you really accessed your inner hermit, and you went on a very deep soul-searching journey to understand that this was a karmic relationship with the 5 of Swords. And you may have at some point during this relationship had a very difficult time. There may have been times when you were very heartbroken, or you lost sleep over it, or you were completely stressed out over it. I'm seeing 10 swords. So this was a very painful experience for you. But over time, I could see that you've changed from the Hermit to the Nine Cups, which means over time you started letting this person go and understanding this was just a lesson. And on your person's side, they're showing up as Temperance. So I did say it looks like they're being awakened to this whole situation. I think their angels and their guides are really trying to point out to them the error of their ways and how this could have been a beautiful spiritual connection. But because of the sabotage and the really kind of bizarre behavior that they had towards this relationship, they had to balance that out, but they never did. And so, but I'm curious with this Judgment card to see if they ever will, or the information we can get from that. But so far, this feels pretty clear to me that you're free to go. You've done your time, you've done your work, you've passed the test, you're free to go. It feels like your person is just taking their test right now. So with Judgment, we have the King of Pentacles. That is their potential. They know they have the potential to be everything you need them to be. They had the potential to be that generous, supportive, nurturing, stable person that they present themselves to be outside of this relationship. It's dawning on them how they showed up in the wrong way. They know now how they should have shown up to you. Instead of giving you the Four of Cups shrug emoji energy during the relationship, they should have been showing up as the King of Pentacles all along. But they're only waking up to that fact right now. So why the Judgment and the King of Pentacles? So there's the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Wands. They know this could have been a huge success, but instead of coming towards you in an enthusiastic kind of way, like I said, like they do with the rest of the world, they show up in an energetic, enthusiastic, cooperative way to everyone but you. To you, they gave you fours. They gave you the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords. They acted like they didn't care. What this is literally telling me is they slept on this relationship, this Four of Swords, this Four of Cups. This guy's asleep under a tree. This guy's asleep. They're all asleep. They slept on you. And now they know what they did wrong, what they could have done better, and just how amazing this relationship could have been for them. So, but you're good. You're fine. You're saying, I don't want Four Cups. I don't want Four Swords. So I'm not really losing anything by walking away from this. So your Nine Cups are being clarified by the Seven of Swords. That's you. You're like, I'm out of here. I'm cutting my losses. I'm just taking whatever pentacles I have left here and I'm going out on my own. I'm going to go do this on my own. I'm done here. So why the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Swords? I love that combination for you. All right, so we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. You know your value. The Pentacles suit knows their value. And look at your Ten of Pentacles on the exterior side, which means everything, all of this work and all this investment you put into this relationship, it wasn't lost. You're going to reap those investments out here in the external energy. So whatever you do next, you're going to take these pentacles whatever you lost. As I said, the Seven of Swords is giving me that I'm cutting my losses. I'm taking whatever pentacle I still have left and I'm taking it with me. Whatever you're working on next, whatever endeavor you're going towards next, whatever relationship you're going towards next, it's going to be the one, whatever that is. If it's a job, if it's a project, if you're moving, if you're getting into a new relationship, it doesn't matter. This is saying go that way, go that way, go towards your 10 pentacles. This Ace of Cups that's still pointing towards this relationship is telling me one thing, that this karmic lesson for you that was meant to teach you something from a past life or this life, karma, this has taught you everything you needed to know. Your inner hermit opened up your heart space. So now you are more than ready to head towards your 10 of Pentacles. That you learned the lesson. That's this is very clear what this is telling me. So let's wrap this up with some final advice. This Five of Swords is here being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. This is saying that the two of you never would have been stable. This was not meant to be a stable relationship. This was meant to be a lesson for both of you. You learned how to love yourself and to cut your losses. And your person learned how they should have come into this relationship in the first place. But it's over now. It's over. And you are free to go. And you look good. You have the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles on your side. So, but let's get some final advice from the cards, from the universe. So there's the Three of Cups, the Hierophant, and there's that Three of Swords again. More confirmation that this is, leaving this situation is the right thing for you, that this was meant to break your heart. This relationship was destined to break your heart. The Hierophant and the Three of Cups are here saying your angels and your spirit guides are all over this relationship, that they're releasing you from it now. It was meant to break your heart so that you could have a full heart. You could have a full Ace of Cups, a heart full of love and joy. You had to have it broken here so you could heal fully and go get your 10 Pentacles. Wow. So Gemini, that is your bonus reading. Please let me know how this was resonant for you, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.